Hey everybody, you know what time it is? It's another episode of Tea for Two. Let's get into it.
A viral New York Times article featured 36 questions that could supposedly make any two people fall in love. We wanted to see what would happen if we asked these questions to two complete strangers on a blind date.
Hi, my name is Jaylee Dawkins, and I'm single. I've actually never been in a relationship. Yeah.
She is. I don't know. She seems very tomboyish, like Filipino or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so I've been on dates, but I've never had a boyfriend. So I'm like low-key single my whole life. But I'm 21, so it's not crazy, I think.
My name is Mikey Miller, and I am single as a Pringle.
Are you nervous?
You know, more so than I thought I would.
He looks like he's in a band. He just looks like a band guy. He's a decent looking dude, you know, that kind of style. And a lot of people like that.
A little bit, but I'm good on dates. This year I've given a lot of attention to myself and haven't really made myself available, but I think I'm good. I think I'm ready. Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Well. Nice to meet you, sister.
Nice to meet you.
What's your
too.
name?
Jaylee.
Jaylee.
Yeah,
Mikey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. It's like a long Hollywood suspense. Yeah.
Well,
That's
waiting
good.
for me? Or like,
yeah, girl.
like me?
Ooh, do I grab a card?
Well, I
first?
think the tea for two that warrants tea. So I shall
Yes,
pour you
please.
some.
He's got a personality on him. I like that. He seems very playful. From his side, I feel like when he said he's good on dates, I think that's a good vibe on a date. Just my opinion. Maybe people disagree. Hey folks, I want to take 30 seconds to mention Rover.com. I use them to sit my dogs, and their service has been great. They offer both dog and cat sitting, daycares, and even walks. There are many different hosts to choose from based on your local area. I really enjoy receiving pictures of my pets while they're away so that I know that they're one, safe, and two, having fun. If you're looking for a little side hustle, you can also sign up to be a sitter or a walker. Please use my referral code on the screen or in the description below to sign up, and you'll receive $20 into your Rover account. Thank you, and now back to the video.
Oh, it's really good tea. Ready?
I think. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one quality or ability, what would it be?
Is it weird that I thought of a superpower first?
Not at all.
I would love to teleport because I commute every day to school. And then also I really want to travel. So I'm like, that would just be amazing.
Yeah. Are there limitations to teleporting?
I don't know.
Parameters you have to stay within?
Why put limits on teleportation? Okay. One quality.
I'll go sappy.
I already feel like they're not connecting because she's like in school. I don't know. I feel like there's just a vibe missing between them.
Because that's like kind of a sappy person.
Okay.
I think like having the utmost like empathy and having kind of like unconditional positive regard for people and myself, honestly.
Take 1 minute and tell your partner your life story as much detail as possible.
Jeez. Grew up super silly, jock. Yeah, didn't really start questioning myself until I lost a lot of people in my life really, really quickly. And they were all under the age of like 50. I'm talking like 7 people probably.
Man.
And then it wasn't until then that I started to really question things. Started experimenting more, moved here. Life goes fast. Is that a minute?
You're like, that's it, that's life story.
Yeah, here I am.
So what does he do? Like, I thought he was like in a band, but I don't know. Like, what? Okay. I was hoping for more there in your life story. Like, what are you doing here?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to have my own business. I was kind of trying to figure out what that was when I was growing up. First, I wanted to be a chef, and I was like obsessed I was obsessed with Gordon Ramsay. Still am.
I worked in one of those restaurants.
Really?
Yes, Golden. He's my favorite person ever. All right.
And then, I don't know, I wanted to go into accounting, which was completely different. I wanted to have a
Cooking,
dog daycare, and then I was like, you know what? I really love fashion. And then but this was like, I figured that out when I was 10. So then I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going for.
I'm so lost in her story. Was this all when she was, yeah, when she was 10 years old? She went through all these different things. Like, I'm like, what? It's, I hope so, because it just seems like a big mess, like no direction. And then she's going into fashion, and then she comes dressed like that, which is, I don't know, not really fashionable.
Well, you seem super passionate about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Try
you.
to keep an open mind. What is your most terrible memory? Growing up, I was not close to my sister, and then she had to get surgery. I don't know, like this happened when I was really young too, so no one was telling me anything. When you go home and someone who was there all the time because you're in close quarters is like missing because nobody wanted to let you know. I mean, yeah, you're a kid, but you. a lot of things could have went wrong, but luckily it went right. No. It was weird because I was like, I hate my sister, but then she was gone, and I was like, I kind of love my sister.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible memory.
Yeah.
I mentioned I lost a whole bunch of people in a short amount of time. The eerie thing is they were all like getting the phone calls about them. They were all the same feeling where like my mom would call me. It was always my mom.
Oh, that sucks, because then it's like whenever your mom calls, it's like the bearer of bad news. You're like, oh, she's calling. Oh, somebody died again, or like something bad happened. Like that sucks.
And I would pick up, and it's not like I had a feeling before answering it, but as soon as you like answer the phone, you could feel her on the other line. And then like every time, this sucks. I don't want to cry in front of everybody. This would be weird. But like you hear my mom would be crying, and it happened over and over and over in the span of a couple of years.
Yeah.
I have a tattoo from like my best friend growing up. She was basically my sister, and lost her in a car accident. She was at a party, not drinking, and came home, wasn't driving. The person that was driving wasn't drinking, and it was just like snowy Pennsylvania, dark roads. Her side hit a tree, and we lost her. Like even thinking about it, you just like have that feeling in your gut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be the worst one.
I knew somebody with actually two people with basically the same story. Yeah, one, they were coming home drinking, bad weather, and I guess the person driving wasn't drinking, but like the two people in the front seat, when they hit a pole, or like a telephone pole or something. Two people in the front seat died. Apparently one of them wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so they got ejected from the vehicle. So maybe had they had the seatbelt on, they would have been better. But the two in the back, and one of them was this girl that I knew, lived. And I'm just like, oh my God.
All right, let's see. Okay, complete the sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share. Oh my God, you know what's crazy? This is it. Like, I love tea, and I'm not a coffee person, and I'm like, I literally
Finally disagree on something. I couldn't love coffee more, but I love tea.
No, I love tea, and I'm like, even if you don't like it, you still have to be here and drink it.
I'm totally down for tea. What do I want to share something with? Traveling, for sure. There's a huge part of me that wants to travel by myself, but I think, falling in love with somebody or whatever, and then traveling and having that experience, I think those experiences are probably incomparable to anything else.
Yeah. What is true love?
Okay. Like, yeah, he's planned his life for himself, so it makes sense that it's like she showed up. And then, I don't know. I don't feel any connection between these two, frankly.
Love.
Wow. Somebody that's like honest with you and that's not gonna just tell you whatever you want. I'll never have a relationship that's like, passive in any way. And I'll never go in kind of thinking that I want you to make me whole. Because I think that's a mistake that a lot of people make. They go into it thinking that But like they want to fill a void.
No, I agree.
Yeah, that's smart what he's saying. Yeah, you have to be a whole person by yourself. So when you're bringing in the other person into your life, yeah, they're not completing you, they're just adding extra things. But if they weren't there, you would still be a whole person. Fair enough. I see what he's saying. I think it's good.
I agree with that. I was gonna say, like, I was like, it's kind of like friendships too. Like, I know a lot of people who weren't friends with the person that they're with. They just went straight into dating, which I'm like, how does that happen? I would want to get to know the person as a friend or like best friend, and everyone's like,
Right.
friend zone, no. But it's like, if your partner is not your best friend, like, what are you doing? You have to be able to go through all these things with someone to like grow and like love them for who they are. You
Yeah.
know?
I don't know. I know what she's saying, but I think that's such like a woman's take. Like as a guy, you don't want to like sit there and be their friend for X months before it happened, like before you guys hit it off and like start dating. Like I don't like that answer. I don't like that perspective, but I understand what she's saying. You do want that person to be like your best friend, but isn't that just what dating is? If like you're dating, you get to hang out and do stuff together, and then you're like, oh, like I really get along with this person, and you can think of it like that you're like a really good friend. Like, why do you need to like friend them, like make them a friend, and then do the dating thing? Why don't you just date? Like, isn't that just what dating is?
Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 3 items.
Ooh. Okay, go
Ooh.
ahead.
Ooh, it's like Amigos video.
She's so fashionable.
Your openness. I'm not gonna do anything physical because I feel like that's a cop out, and it's already we already know.
That basically means nothing physical attracts him. That, because I mean, if you're really into the physical, you're gonna take one of the three at least and say something.
But super open, which I admire. The whole passion thing is really important. Also admire. What's a good 3? I'm really trying not to go physical. I feel like it's a cop out, but you do have a nice smile.
Thank
I'll cop
you.
out. I'll tap out for that one.
What?
Throw in
The
the white towel.
last one?
Yeah.
I'll take it though.
He threw in a smile. Okay. That's just an easy one. That's like a giveaway. It's like a freebie. It's like, here, you have a nice smile.
Oh, I'm gonna steal yours. I appreciate your openness. I think that's so important. You're like really like humble, and you could talk about things that you wouldn't really want to talk to with a stranger. You know?
Yeah, that's not me. I go all in. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's the way I am.
You're really funny. Like that's
Thanks.
and that's awesome because it's nice to meet someone with a sense of humor.
Yeah.
I do feel like they're uneven, frankly. Like, I don't know what his job is and everything, but like on a personality level, I think he's like, I don't know if he's older or what, but he's definitely, you can tell he's experienced in dating and like he's got a lot of charm and stuff. And she has a positive attitude, I would say, for her, but other than that, like I don't know.
Last question. You ready?
Okay. Yes.
Would you go on a second date with your partner?
Ooh. Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Of course she's gonna say yeah. Yes, he was doing good.
I like it, and I appreciate it. And we don't need a second date, just marriage, right?
I guess. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying, riding the line between like what's funny and like, that was low, Mike, you know? So I should probably not do that. Let's hug it out. Bruh. I had so much fun.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
We'll hold hands and how do we do this?
Well, maybe he likes her. I don't know. She wasn't for me. I thought he did a really good job. I thought he like, if you want to like take an idea of like what you should do on a date, I think he did a good job. Like that was a good date. So if you were like using him as an example, I think it'd be good. He's funny, he's charming, kind of included her in some of his plans, like kept the energy very positive. I thought you did a great job. I don't know, maybe I'm biased because I'm a guy, but I just, oh man. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and catch y'all later.